Welcome to the Mortuary Masterclass, brought to you by the Champion Company, where preservation meets purpose, and every step is part of your journey to safer solutions. This is part two, and in this episode, we're stepping into the prep room and revisiting a real poisoning case documented in the Champion archives nearly 50 years ago. In our last episode, we explored how Champion encouraged embalmers to think about poison cases. Today, we're putting that mindset into practice. The year was 1978. A middle-aged gentleman arrived at the funeral home after dying from the ingestion of an arsenical compound. There had been no autopsy. Death had occurred only a few hours earlier, and the body had been transported quickly into the embalmer's care. Now imagine you're standing at the prep table. What's the very first thing you do? Do you reach for your arterial chemicals? Select your index? Raise your vessels? According to Champion's bulletin number, you start by observing. The embalmer immediately noted injury to the tissues of the mouth and throat. There was evidence of vomiting. Lesions were present along the oral cavity. The potential for leakage was high. Those first observations determined everything that followed. And that's still true today. Every difficult case begins with assessment. Before you decide how to embalm, you first determine what you're embalming. Champion recommended gently cleansing the oral cavity, disinfecting damaged tissues, managing leakage, protecting the lips from dehydration, and positioning the features before arterial injection began. This is where products like Cavicide Spray and Skin Tone Plus play an important role. Those weren't cosmetic steps. They were preservation steps. Today, we'd add another layer. Consistent PPE, standard precautions, and careful management of potentially infectious body fluids are foundational expectations under OSHA's bloodborne pathogens standard and current CDC guidance. Interestingly, although universal precautions would not be formally introduced until the 1980s, many of the sanitary practices Champion described in 1978 already reflected the same philosophy. Clean first, protect yourself, protect the case, protect the result. One observation from the bulletin still deserves attention today. Before any arterial solution was mixed, the embalmer relieved internal gas pressure by aspirating the stomach and cecum. Why? Because pressure changes everything. Excess gas can contribute to purge, tissue distortion, leakage, and poor distribution during injection. Reducing internal pressure before arterial treatment creates a more controlled environment for preservation. It's a simple concept, one that still makes good embalming sense today. Next came vascular preparation. Champion recommended a pre-injection solution before introducing the arterial preservative. That recommendation has stood the test of time. Modern pre-injection chemistry helps improve vascular distribution by supporting blood removal, reducing viscosity, conditioning water, and preparing the circulatory system for better diffusion of preservative chemicals. Good preservation has always depended on good distribution, and good distribution begins long before the first preservative reaches the tissue. That's why products designed to improve penetration and diffusion continue to play an important role in difficult cases. Co-injection chemistry, including products like DI-SAN and vascular modifiers such as beta factor, aren't shortcuts. They're tools that help the chemistry reach the tissue that needs it most. Champion's bulletin also emphasized something many embalmers still overlook: multiple injection sites. Rather than forcing chemistry through compromised circulation, the embalmer adapted to the condition of the body. Sometimes the shortest distance between 2 points isn't the best route. Sometimes the best route is simply the one that reaches the tissue. One of the more interesting observations in the bulletin involved methylene blue. Champion advised embalmers to proceed slowly while watching for changes in tissue color during the initial stages of arterial injection. That advice remains valuable today. Modern medicine continues to use methylene blue in select clinical situations, although for different reasons than were common decades ago. Whenever unusual medications or treatments are involved, careful observation during the early stages of injection can reveal important clues about tissue response. Perhaps the most impressive part of this entire bulletin isn't any single chemical recommendation. It's the way the embalmer thought. Every decision followed an observation. Every adjustment responded to tissue conditions. Nothing was automatic. Nothing was routine. That mindset still separates a technician from a professional. Nearly 50 years later, embalming chemistry has evolved. Safety standards have advanced. Research has expanded. But the fundamentals remain remarkably familiar. Observe before you react. Adapt before you inject. Let the case guide your chemistry, because every decedent has a different story. Every preparation presents a different challenge. And every difficult case is another opportunity to learn. That's what Champion believed in 1978. It's what we believe today. And it's why education remains one of the most important tools any embalmer can carry into the prep room. Thanks for tuning in to this special edition of the Mortuary Masterclass. Until next time, keep doing what you do best, championing the prep room with purpose, because embalmers matter, and every step forward is part of your journey to safer solutions. That's the champion difference.